Good evening and welcome to the 15th Annual Free From Food Awards presentation party, when we come together to celebrate the best food and drink for the Free From community. As always, it's wonderful to see you all, even if it is only just virtually. We did think very seriously about having a live party this year, but ongoing COVID issues aside, we were swayed by the results of the survey we did after the Christmas Awards presentation. While many of you did hanker after a real party, many of you also found the online alternative very convenient. It also removes geographical barriers, which allows us to welcome overseas guests, as well as those of you who really cannot justify the spend to join us in person. And of course, our awards room does allow you to do some pretty serious networking. So here we all are, in front of a screen again. And we hope that most of you are now familiar with the system, so you can really get stuck in and make all of those connections that you've been dreaming of. For tips on how to get the best use out of the facilities, please click on the tech support on the top left of your screen. And if you haven't already, make sure to take a photo of yourself and post it on the photo wall below, so you can show us your outfits and what Free From goodies you're eating and drinking this evening. You'll find all of our team already on the wall and dotted about the room too, so please make connections with any of us during the evening. And if you don't know who we are, simply click on the Meet the FFA team in the top right of the room.
So first, some thank yous to our vital sponsors, both new and long-standing, all of whom will appear as we work our way through the categories. Our sponsors make the awards possible. It is important to us that the awards remain accessible to all companies, small and large, and sponsors help us to achieve this. Sponsors support us so we can ensure that our entrants get the very best value, enabling us to bring in the best judges from all over the country, to gather and tailor feedback for each and every product entered, and to host this, our networking evening. They also allow us to collectively recognise that food and drink producers are not the only players in the industry, but a whole host of other services play key and increasingly important roles, such as the allergen testing labs, distribution companies, B2C web shops, and many, many others. Our sponsors are all hosting your virtual tables, so please do take time to say hello and connect with them during the evening. They all have something to offer you. And then to our judges. We are really proud of our roster of expert judges and hugely grateful to them for giving us their time and the benefit of their expertise. It is that expertise that allows us to provide you with the kind of feedback for which you would have to pay thousands to get from outside consultants or advisors. It is heartening to see entrants returning year on year, having taken on board our judges' feedback from previous years. So do remember to ask us for it over the next few weeks.
As those of you who make seasonal products will know, both our new Christmas Awards and our standalone Easter category in the 2022 awards have been a great success. We announced our Easter medalists in February, allowing winners to promote their success in the run-up to Easter, but we also want to recognise the category here tonight. Last year, more Easter products than ever before entered the awards. Recognising this and acknowledging entrant feedback, we were excited to introduce a standalone category for all things Easter to the 2022 awards, and we weren't disappointed. Seasonal offers have evolved enormously, and in our Easter category, we welcomed eggs of all flavours, shapes and sizes, with something appealing to all ages. Investment has been made to deliver such intricately moulded eggs, bunnies and chicks, plus there were Easter hunt kits too. And we know it's hard to believe, but not everyone likes chocolate. So whilst we welcomed a few non-chocolate options, and we have to mention here a divine Simnel cake from Glitterbug Bakery, we'd love to see more alternative Easter confections, cookies, cakes and baking kits next year. So just something for you to think on. And whilst we don't want to linger too much on the thought of Christmas at this point in the year, we'd like to announce that we will be running the Free From Christmas Awards again this year. They will open in the summer with all the same categories as last year, plus a new category for advent calendars and stocking fillers. And since we're talking Christmas, we thought we'd share with you a little look back at our hugely successful first ever Christmas Awards.
Hello and welcome everyone to our second interactive awards presentation.
Good evening. It's great to see so many of you all here tonight connecting and talking to one another.
And now, the part you've all been waiting for, the medalists. Before the holidays, have an amazing Christmas and an even better New Year, and we'll see you in 2022.
We very much hope that our bright yellow winners logos have helped to boost your seasonal sales. And finally, the biggest thank you of all goes to our entrants. So much expertise, time, energy and investment goes into producing free from food and drink. And there is a special story behind so many of these products. Stories that are fueled by a genuine passion. We are very proud that by entering the awards you place your trust in us to judge and critique your products fairly. And we make sure that every single one is given the time it deserves in the spotlight. Our awards are driven by the need of the free from an allergic consumer for safe, nutritious, convenient and innovative products. And every year, without fail, you deliver, fulfilling and in many instances exceeding their and our expectations.
So let's get going. A reminder that all our logos are ready for you to download from the website, from entrant, finalists and all the winners. And please do be sure to share them as widely as possible, both tonight and for the next year. Logos have great value, whether you're an entrant, a finalist or a winner. They offer a point of difference and a quality of proof point, so use them everywhere, on your social media channels, your website, all of your communications, and most important of all, on your products. Whether you include them in your packaging, design, or print stickers and apply them, make sure they're prominent, and do ask us if you'd like any help in achieving that. Consumers are often looking for something new or for a reason to justify spending that little bit more. So Free From Awards logo may be just that push they need, as it's widely recognised as a trusted mark of safety and quality. And the logo does resonate with consumers. In recent research conducted by Field Agent, the Free From Food Awards far outstrip both the Great Taste and the Grocer Awards in terms of trusted certifications amongst a select Free From audience. So to kick off in style, let's make sure that the awards trend on Twitter again tonight. The hashtag is FFFA22, so be sure that you include it on all your posts and all your platforms. So, starting as always with the most important meal of the day, a fine and sustaining breakfast. There was a good selection of entries from cereals, granolas and oats to baked goods and smoothies, representing the array of foods now enjoyed at breakfast. Cereal entries covered all of the core needs, offering credible alternatives to the main category options, especially catering for the younger audience where fortification was very much welcomed by the judges. We enjoyed a few keto and paleo products, and although accommodating a niche market, these were very welcome additions to the category. Options for on-the-go were limited, which possibly is due to COVID, but with normality resuming, many of us will again be seeking an on-the-go option for breakfast. Baked goods generated rather more excitement, with both range and quality evolving. No less than 9 bronzes here, and very diverse ones. 5 for the cereal bowl, 3 for baked goods, and 1 outlier. Asda Red Berry Granola, Bee-Freeze English Muffins, Tesco gluten and milk and egg-free croissants, and an innovative new entry from Holy Moly, pre-smashed avocado. Taking all that avocado stress. Will they going to be hard? Are they going to be unsmashable? Are they already black? and stringy and past their prime? No more of that on your Sunday brunch. Then porridge oats from Asda, a chocolate keto granola from Raw Gorilla, and those ever popular hoops from Asda, but this time in rainbow colours. Some super healthy milled seeds from Good For You, and M&S's gluten-free pain au raisin. On to the two silvers. The first went to the striped tiger nut flakes, a really exciting use of a single ingredient that is unlikely to cause any allergies. Chewy and delicious, used to make overnight oats alternative or mix with other cereals. All kinds of development potential here. The other silver went to Tesco gluten-free 2 mature cheddar cheese twists. It'd be really hard to tell that these were gluten-free. And the judges were glad to see that they did not include tapioca flour, so often a go-to alternative for gluten-free, thereby excluding the surprisingly large number of people who cannot tolerate either gluten or tapioca. And just one gold, with the M&S made without wheat all butter croissants. These looked and tasted amazing. Perfect shape, golden with those proper croissant-y flakes. So hard to achieve without the use of gluten. Because of the recent explosion in vegan cheeses, we have this year given them a category all of their own. So Milk Product Alternatives, sponsored for us by Delamere Dairies, covers drinks, yogurts, kefirs and spreads, addressing the needs of the free-from and vegan consumer, and delivers some genuine innovation. The Milk Drink Alternatives entered showcase just about every option available, from soya and coconut to pistachio and potato. And within this, occasion needs had been considered, whether that be a barista style to serve with cereal or enjoyed as a standalone drink. 3 of these appear amongst the 4 bronze winners. A pistachio drink from Bolma with lovely clean ingredients and multiple use options. The Doug Barista Potato Milk, a great innovation for those who are both milk and nut allergic. And although it was quite sweet, it had great environmental credentials. An oat, coconut and quinoa milk from Lilk, great for nut allergics. And the 4th bronze goes to Lidl's very creamy and fruity, just free raspberry and cranberry coconut pot. 2 silvers here. One to another yogurt, Asda's lemon soya yogurt with great zingy lemon notes and a remarkably good price. The second silver went to Mouse's favourite vegan gold cultured butter alternative. Really excellent and an attractive looking bar of butter with just that touch of acidity that you would expect from a cultured butter. And 2 golds, both of which were very popular with the judges. The VioLife Bio Block with sea salt. Real game changer, which tasted quite extraordinarily like butter. You'd need to be really focusing hard to tell that it wasn't. And which is all top 14 free, although it does contain fava beans. And the second gold went to Biotiful's mango-flavoured plant-based oat kefir. A really excellent innovation this for those milk allergics who have always wanted to enjoy the health benefits of kefir. And it tasted delicious. So on to those cheeses and cheese alternatives. In the light of the evolution of this sector, and following the number of entries we received last year, we took the decision to have a standalone cheese category for 2022, and very glad that we did. The growth of vegan and plant-based foods is fueling some really exciting developments at all levels in this category, from national retail brands to artisanal producers, and we were delighted to welcome more of the latter than ever before. They were all very well considered and technically really challenging, and this excited our judges, who awarded medals to some classic standbys, as well as some exciting innovations. In bronze, Asda's garlic and chive cheddar alternative, an excellent cheese that melts well, and the addition of herbs give it interest. Tesco's free-from coconut oil halloumi. They haven't quite nailed that halloumi squeak yet, but it tastes delicious and does behave like a halloumi when heated. 3 silvers. Another Asda classic, their mature cheddar alternative, which in terms of texture and tastes comes pretty close to the real thing, and which also melts very well. Mozzarella's classic mozzarella, which although it is a bit expensive, does work really well when cooked on a pizza. And then Tyne cheese smoked, artisanal and aged from cashew nuts. This has an extremely convincing rind and looks stunning. It's strong, rich and creamy, and though it doesn't reference any particular dairy cheese, it's a really exciting eat. And then 3 golds. 1 for She's, for their very innovative and splendid little melted cheese pot with spring onions. This comes in its own earthenware pot and melts and flows and scoops and tastes just great. Another gold to Mouse's favourite, True Blue vegan alternative to cheese. A really innovative, proper blue cheese, which has distinct Roquefort overtones. And the 3rd gold goes to Violife, who just won gold in the milk alternatives, with their smoky cheddar flavour slices, a great lookalike for those much-loved Bavarian smoked cheeses. And it melts well. Before we move on to breads, here's a little bit about manufacturing top 14 free products and why our awards are such a delight to take part in, from Julianne Ponan, founder of Creative Nature.
In terms of being a top 14 free brand, it comes with its challenges, such as being able to make sure that all the way from the raw ingredient through to production and then the product being on shelf, it has to be safe for the consumer. So that means a lot more testing, outside testing as well with labs, and then also ensuring that you have declarations from all your suppliers to guarantee that safety promise to the consumer. So there are a huge amount of procedures that go into getting a free-from product, and it can be difficult for smaller suppliers to find factories that are willing to do this. And this is quite an important mission and vision for me as a brand as well. In terms of the Free-From Awards being different from other awards, they have an amazing judging panel, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on there. It is fantastic to see the amount of information as a collective that we all have together, which is really valuable to small businesses because it enables them to be able to see if their product is viable to go into a supermarket. The feedback from the Free-From Food Awards is particularly good because you get more than you would with other awards. The main thing is you get a whole host of comments that you wouldn't have had about your product, and even if you don't win, you get direction, and that's the most important thing when you're developing a product, because if you actually go to an agency to get you feedback from focus groups, this can actually cost a lot more. It would be fantastic to see the growth in the free-from category, to have more products that are catering for the top 14 allergens. At the moment, I find there's a lot of alibi labeling on there where you say vegan on the front, for example, and it says contains milk on the back. So being able to remove that would be a huge improvement. Also, we find so many products are only catering for 1 or 2 allergens like gluten or dairy. However, there is such a need for people being diagnosed with multiple food allergens, and especially in a family.
Thank you, Julianne. And now onto the breads category, sponsored for us by Free. Whilst breakfast may be the most important meal of the day for the free-from and allergic consumer, bread is often the single most important product to get right, acting as a quality barometer for a brand or retailer's wider offer. This is the category that few households can be without. Be it breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea or dinner, bread can form a part of almost every meal occasion, and the entries we received reflected this. The quality of the staples continues to improve, with the supermarkets being well represented, along with a number of smaller brands bringing something different to the category, and they didn't disappoint on quality. So, just one bronze here. Wonderful little cheddar and mozzarella cassava balls from Viva Cassava, best eaten piping hot straight out of the oven. And 3 silvers. Grad's gluten-free sourdough dark bread with sunflower seeds. Lovely fluffy texture and lots of great seeds. Asda's 50/50 loaf, all top 14 free, fortified and a great price. And as one of the judges said, one of the best breads I have tasted, gluten-free or not. And for the third, a gluten-free organic olive ciabatta from Amisa. A great crust, real ciabatta texture, lots of olives, and a lovely clean ingredients deck. A really great addition to the gluten-free bread offer. And 2 golds for rolls, one to Amisa for their organic, gluten-free Italian-style focaccia rolls, which managed to taste buttery even though it was vegan. Like their ciabatta, this was authentically chewy, and thanks to their rice sourdough, tasted excellent. Judges also liked their convenient individual packs. And the second gold went to Asda for their classic white rolls, which ticked all the white roll boxes. Light and fluffy, good flavour, nice open texture, all top 14 free, and an amazingly good price. Grocery was always a massive and unwieldy category, including everything that you are likely to have in your store cupboard or freezer, with many products that are taken for granted, but if they weren't there, they'd be missed. Innovation is challenging in such a well-established category that covers so many bases and where retail shelf space is at a premium, so it was pleasing to see staple products including so many mainstream ambient sauces, both in jars and pouches for stir-fries, also ticking those free-from boxes. Huge for both inclusivity and for free-from convenience. The retail pricing of many entries was noted, and in some instances there was no differential between the free-from and main category equivalent. So hardly surprising then that we have a lot of medal winners, no less than 12 bronzes, 8 silvers and 3 golds. The 12 bronzes include a gluten-free couscous from Asda and their free-from hoisin sauce, Tesco's teriyaki stir-fry sauce, Asda salad cream, Asda chow mein stir-fry sauce, Asda gravy granules, Nairn's superseded whole grain crackers, Bay's kitchen barbecue sauce with smoked paprika, slightly different coriander and lime salad dressing, gluten-free charcoal crackers from Miller's Damsels, and the Co-op's sea salt and black pepper crackers. Lastly, a very fun meal kit from Good It's Gluten Free. The 8 silvers include 2 stuffing mixes from Asda, an everyday sage and onion mix, and the extra special mix with mushroom, garlic and truffle, Nairn's delicious whole grain black pepper crackers, La Conserve della Nonna's excellent nut and milk free green pesto, Tesco black bean stir-fry sauce, and the Burger Company's cheesy vegan sauce, great intense flavour and lovely colour thanks to the sweet potato and paprika. And Nutsecity's organic toasted and textured almond butter, not only delicious but of value in the free-from community, as it is hard to find a nut butter made from just one type of nut that has no nut warnings for other nuts. And an unusual tomato and herb pasta bake from Asda. And then 3 golds. Tesco's free-from waffle cones. A wonderfully crunchy and tasty cone, which holds ice cream well without going soggy, and are pretty ace just eaten on their own. Asda's tikka masala sauce. A great, super easy and top 14 free option for family midweek suppers. Very good price and an excellent all-round sauce. And finally, Highland Crackers yummy seeded cracker mix. Extremely easy to make up, nutrient dense, with a lovely texture. These are a great addition to any cheese board. Sweet Snacks, sponsored for us by Roma Labs. An evolution of snack bars, recognising that the sweet snacking occasion is now catered for with more than just bars. There is of course a crossover here between tea time treats and potentially confectionery, but all entries in this category were products that could be enjoyed between meals. Bars and bite-sized nibbled, some just nice, while others both naughty and nice. From exotic dried fruit to chocolate-coated roasted chickpeas and chocolate cornflake clusters, our judges' taste buds were certainly put through their paces, and it was good to see more convenient packaging solutions which aided snacking on the go. 5 bronzes here. Asda's free-from chocolate crispy bar, a really accessible product given its price. A gluten-free peanut, almond and honey bar from Aldi, gooier and chewier than other similar bars, but deliciously so. Wicked Kitchen Berry White Sticks. Delicious and innovative, but while vegan, they do not claim to be suitable for those with milk allergies, and had this not been the case, then they would definitely have been in contention for a silver medal. As does Hot Cross Bun Fudge, the closest milk-free fudge to the real thing that the judges had tasted. Freedom Confectionery Vegantic Mallows, a good texture and toasted well, so perfect for s'mores. 2 silvers. Cookies freeze-dried mangosteen, zingy and quite meringuey, great ethical credentials, free from everything and no preservatives. They'd be brilliant in an egg-free Eton mess. And Tesco's much enjoyed cornflake clusters, brand new and free from and much loved. And 2 golds. Creative Nature's Hazelnut Norbles, the tastiest top 14 allergens-free alternative to a Malteser, a go-to staple treat for many allergic consumers. And Lexi's Marshmallow and Puffed Rice Crispy Treat, Marshmallow Bliss, an amazingly Moorish alternative to Kellogg's Rice Krispie Squares, gluten, nut and milk-free, and no fructose. Kids will go mad for these. Savoury snacks and lots of nostalgia in this year's entries. There is a lot of love for savoury snacking, whether that be on the go, to serve alongside pre-dinner drinks, or when snuggled on the sofa with your favourite movie. Always a popular category, and this year, in addition to the crisps and cracker snacks, we welcomed some more substantial options, including those cassava cheese balls and a gluten and milk-free pasty, great examples of a new versus a traditional favourite, both welcomed by the free-from and allergic consumer. Entries were diverse both in terms of the nature of the product and the market they were addressing. 6 bronzes. Lidl's vegan sausage rolls, good for you smoky barbecue super snack, Nudie Snacks gluten-free and innovative cheese and caramelised onion cauliflower crisps, P-Pop's smoky barbecue gluten-free high protein snack, Tesco onion rings perfectly round and very crunchy, and Crave smoky bacon flavoured streakers, just like Frazzles. 4 silvers here. Miller's Great Britain nostalgic and real mini cheddar crackers, a very satisfying eat. Those Viva Cassava cheddar and mozzarella balls, another chance for the judges to savour them hot from the oven. The Co-op's much loved, irresistible hand-cooked sea salt and Chardonnay white wine vinegar crisps, which really are irresistible. Vokes free from traditional pasty, really homely comfort food. The pasty was excellent, even when cold, and the filling was well seasoned, balanced and tasty. And just 1 gold, which stood out above all the other entries. This was the Blanco Niño ancient grain blue corn tortilla chips with toasted amaranth. The judges loved the clean ingredients deck and the totally natural flavour of the chips, that roasted corn coming right through and bursting on the palate. And they really are such a stunning colour.
It was only when I couldn't drink ordinary beer anymore that I realised how much I missed it. A diagnosis of celiac disease stopped all that. So I started looking around for gluten-free alternatives, I ran a tasting, and that led us to set up the UK's first awards for gluten-free beer. That was in 2009, and we've gone from strength to strength. The gluten-free beer market's worth about £10 million and covers every style of beer. That means that celiacs, those with allergies or gluten intolerance, can enjoy beer either gluten removed or brewed without any barley at all. We've changed the drinks categories to reflect the new ways in which we drink. The fact is that we drink an awful lot less than we used to, and the growth of no and low has led to a whole range of drinks that are perfect for the allergy and intolerance market. No and low covers all sorts of drinks that would usually contain alcohol. Alcohol-free spirits, cocktails, wine, prosecco, beer and mead all fit here. No and low is really great for the allergy and intolerance market. Not only are many of the drinks free of all top 14 allergens, but they have to list all ingredients on the bottle. So if you're allergic to an ingredient that's not on the top 14, you'll still see it listed, unlike in higher ABV drinks. We're much more interested in what's in our drinks than we used to be, and we're seeing an increase in low sugar and low carb drinks across all categories. In the functional space, we're seeing the growth of botanical drinks, which harness the power of plants to mimic the pleasures of alcohol without any of the side effects, and the growth of live and fermented drinks containing beneficial microbes, which can actually help with gut health. It's an exciting time to be in free from drinks.
Our 3 drinks categories, all of which are sponsored for us by Asda. We always look forward to the gluten-free beer category and had a great range of entries this year, including a beer made entirely without barley or wheat. Most of the gluten-free beer in the UK is gluten removed, and the awards entries reflect this, although not all brewers use the same process to achieve it. Some beers are from small craft brewers and others are made by big brands. But the judges were delighted to taste the wide range of quality products and were happy to say that you can now find a gluten-free beer in pretty much any style. 2 bronzes, 2 silvers and 1 gold here. Bronzes to Butcombe Gold gluten-free, a pleasant aromatic sessionable beer that left judges wanting more. And Gun Brewery, Scaramanga, a light and hoppy extra pale ale with nice astringency and an engaging brand story. Silvers to World Top Brewery, Scarborough Fair. The IPA has a gentle, piney hop aroma and a soft, lingering bitterness. The second silver went to Alt Grain Co. Random Pale, a great example of a pale ale and made without barley or wheat, an attractive alternative to gluten-removed beers which dominate the market. And the gold went to Belfield Brewery's Daft Days Porter, an outstanding example of a porter, beautifully made beer with a wonderful, satisfying taste. Our first year celebrating low and no in this category, especially for drinks that would usually contain alcohol. Some of the most exciting developments in the drink space are here. Many of these drinks show exceptional innovation, both in production and in flavour, and it's a pleasure to share products that are so well suited to those with dietary and lifestyle requirements. This category reflects our changing approach to drinking, and the judges enjoyed the fact that low alcohol products are often free of top 14 allergens and have the bonus of clear and transparent labelling. Just 1 bronze and 1 silver, but no less than 4 golds. The bronze went to Mocktail Scottish Lemonade Mockscow Mule, a well-executed alcohol-free, top 14-free cocktail with a fiery ginger kick and a fresh lemon flavour. The silver went to a low-alcohol beer, Free From Beer Co. 0.5% lager, crisp and fresh. It's thirst-quenching, refreshing, and has a pleasant hop finish. And the 4 golds, 1 beer, 2 alcohol-free spirits, and 1 cider. The beer, Dam Brewery Free Dam non-alcoholic lager. Not just low alcohol here, but 0 alcohol. The judges were delighted to see a well-executed beer in this space. It's gluten-free, lactose-free, and 0%. And the spirits, Back's Botanic Sea Buckthorn alcohol-free spirit. A delicious, inclusive drink, free of all top 14 allergens, sugar-free, and 0 alcohol. And Ovan Distillations Royal, another totally free from spirit. An attractive, grown-up, alcohol-free drink. Warm and spicy and pairs well with a ginger ale. And the cider? Crafty Nectar, 0.5%. Impressive and alcohol-free. A crisp, clean cider with a refreshing apple skin note. Wine, spirits, functional drinks, and mixers. We often underestimate the inclusivity these drinks offer, and they have real positives for the allergy and free-from market. Because they're often free of common allergens, families and groups of friends can enjoy the same drinks, and again, they're required to list the ingredients, which higher ABV drinks aren't. A vegan label on wine is really important, as it's the only indication that milk and egg have not been used during the production. We're always delighted to see a vegan wine and Prosecco in the awards, just as we are spirits without allergens. Functional drinks are currently experiencing the fastest growth in the drinks sector and range from energy and sports products to those others which can help elevate cognition or just help you to chill. Many functional drinks are 14 allergen free, and some offer gentle mood enhancement without the effect of alcohol. In energy drinks, we're delighted to see the trend to continue for low sugar products, often with clean ingredients and good nutritional profiles, using alternative sources of caffeine. The growing interest in alcohol-free spirits has rekindled our love for quality mixers that both enhance the flavours of these distillations, yet work as delicious drinks on their own. Botanical mixers have blossomed, and their complex flavours are always appreciated by the judges. So, 3 bronzes, no silvers, and 2 golds in this group. The bronzes go to Heartsease Farm Sparkling Fiery Ginger Beer, a 14 allergen-free, nicely carbonated ginger beer with good lemony flavour. Proudly vegan Prosecco, a clean and crisp Prosecco with strong vegan branding, and to 12 Below elderflower and lemon sparkling drink, a light and refreshing drink that uses organic agave as the sweetener. And the 2 golds go to So Good Kombucha's Taster Pack, an impressive range of 3 distinct organic and very drinkable products, a perfect introduction to the live fermented drink. And to the 3 Spirit Starter Pack, a groundbreaking range of 3 botanical drinks with different functional benefits. Strong plant-based, flavours that can be mixed or drunk neat. They're free of all top 14 allergens.
Pasta and pizza, one of our longest standing categories and a crucial part of many meal occasions. Pasta has been a free-from staple in retail for many years, and thankfully pizza now is too. The range of free-from pasta has evolved considerably over the years, and you can now find everything from penne and fusilli to macaroni, dino-shaped and even date-night pastas. The quality is good and continually improving, and there has been significant investment in keeping the prices low, which is a huge step forward in helping families on tight budgets and aiding inclusivity. The pizza offer has expanded too, with everything from pizza bases to fully topped creations and even home delivery options. It gave us and our judges great joy to welcome such tasty entries into the category this year. We have 5 bronzes here, 3 pastas and 2 pizzas. Asda's Tricolore Fusilli and Morrison's Freeform Fusilli, both with great textures and at very reasonable prices. White Rabbit's Smoking Vegan Pizza, a really lovely and very colourful pizza, also with excellent freeform credentials. And Kirsty's Sweet Chili Chicken Pizza, which has a good, thin, crisp base with a very generous topping, a great price for the allergen-free boxes it ticks, and recognising that not all milk-free consumers want a vegan pizza. And finally, Sapori di Casa gluten-free organic egg pappardelle, an exciting new gluten-free egg pasta. This is a date night pasta, a real premium option for that special occasion. Just 1 silver award to the Co-op's Free From Spaghetti. Really great texture and flavour with a nice bite. This found favour with one of our chef judges. Praise indeed. And 2 golds. The first goes to Dough at Home gluten-free pizza kit, a home delivery pizza that elevates the takeout game significantly. Really innovative, mixing together the delivered to cook at home concept with takeout. Well executed, reasonably priced and delicious. The second gold goes to Wicked Kitchen's spinach and wild garlic ravioli, a really delicious product. It cooks well, holds together and is super inclusive. a front-of-pack gluten-free claim, and no may-contain warnings for milk or egg, effectively addressing the needs of the free-from and allergic consumer. Next up is meal components, a new category for us this year, which welcomed both centre-of-plate items and meal accompaniments. Post-pandemic insights suggest that most of us are eating at home more than we did pre-pandemic, and as the cost of living rises, this number is likely to increase. Accessibility and inclusivity were both really positive takeouts from this category. Main category products that have been developed to be free from key allergens, or free from products that would be acceptable for all. And not surprisingly, we had lots of entries and a good selection of winners here too, with 5 bronzes, 5 silvers and 2 golds. So starting with the bronzes, 2 go to Asda for their extra special triple chili pork sausages, excellent texture and spicy chili aftertaste, and for their extra special Armagh Bramley apple pork sausages, a nice balance of saltiness and sweetness. Our judges could see these being a real family favourite. The other 3 bronzes, McSween's gluten-free haggis, great for celiac Scots to be able to indulge in a gluten-free Burns night. To the Co-op for their gluten-free Yorkshire puddings, crisp, light and golden, ideal for the whole family to enjoy. And to Aldi for their specially selected sweet potato and lentil korma pie, which was seriously delicious. And 5 silvers. Co-op king prawns in a coconut and chilli crumb, and it was a crumb that was a real winner here. It had a really nice coconut taste with the heat coming through towards the end of the bite, very Moorish. Asda's extra special Italian style meatballs, which had a lovely fennel and peppery flavour and offer great value. Judges saw these being a real family favourite. And Asda's free from chicken Kievs, a classic and a real crowd pleaser with a crisp golden crumb and a good release of filling when cut. Aldi tempura haddock goujons, a lovely light batter, excellent fish and at an excellent price. And just one vegan product here, and that goes to This Isn't Pork plant-based sausages, a very good lookalike for a meat-based sausage with a nice peppery aftertaste. The 2 golds, 1 went to Tesco's for their much-loved gluten and milk-free battered onion rings, a real classic. Each pack offered rings of varying sizes, giving the sense that these had been homemade. A crispy shell with a sweet and soft inner. Simple, yes, but exceptionally well executed. The second went to McSween's for another one of those juicy haggises, but this time a gluten-free vegetarian one. By some fine Scottish sleight of hand, it was just as flavoursome and tasty as the meat original. Prepared meals, another new category this year, focusing specifically on complete meals that only require popping in the microwave or oven when time is not on your side. Much of the innovation in this space has been around vegan and plant-based options, and whilst in some instances these do present a safe option for the free-from and allergic consumer, this isn't always the case. If plant-based remains a focus for investment and innovation, there is such an opportunity to review allergen guidelines and protocols to ensure as many of these as possible are made accessible to the free-from audience. While there were some very good entries for this category, the judges did not feel that any of them quite reached that degree of excellence they were looking for in order to award a gold. So we have 2 bronze awards and 4 silvers. The 2 bronzes went to Spice Box, red lentil, lime and coconut dal. The judges really liked the coconut pieces, the mustard seeds and the lovely lime aroma, perfect with a bowl of rice. The second went to Clive's Purely Plants organic broccoli and pesto quiche, milk-free but not gluten-free. A very tasty flan with great texture and flavour, although the judges did challenge this being a quiche, but it was nonetheless delicious. And then we have the 4 silvers. Vada tikka masala wheat-free and milk-free croquettes. A super convenient frozen product with a great crispy coating and just the right amount of spice. Co-op irresistible, aromatic and creamy chicken tikka masala. Gluten-free and with a really good pieces of chicken in a plentiful, flavoursome, rich and creamy sauce. Tesco free-from katsu chicken curry. This ticked all the right boxes. Great free-from credentials, good curry notes, crispy coating to the chicken, a nicely punchy sauce and a good price. And Wicked Kitchen Big Bros Enchiladas. A great concept, a generous serving, good ingredients, although not gluten-free. With a few tweaks, this really could be a knockout product. Soup and bowl meals, the third of our meal solution categories for 2022, sponsored for us by Freeform hero Ruth Holroyd of What Allergy. The range of soups now available to the Freeform and allergic consumer has grown significantly, the majority being mainstream products that provide clear allergen labelling. This is something that we would encourage more retailers and brands to do. It really does make a difference. Given the food to go offer for this audience is limited, fresh soups are often a default option, and clear labelling is essential as consumers simply do not have the time to interrogate labels. And bowl meals, another great option for grab and go, and an opportunity for existing products and ranges to become more inclusive. Just one bronze here for Asda's tomato and basil soup, a very nice, colourful and chunky soup that really felt homemade. 2 silvers, one for the Wicked Kitchen for their tagine and crumbled falafel. Another excellent product to have standing by in the freezer. Lots of interesting ingredients and flavours, only containing wheat and celery. The second silver went to Lazy Vegan Italian Risotto, a super convenient frozen product going from freezer to table in less than 10 minutes. Both rice and vegetable textures were excellent and it's top 14. And just one gold, which goes to Asda for their really delicious carrot and coriander soup. So simple but so good. The coriander flavour is light and subtle, and the flavour delivery on the carrot is excellent. You can really smell those carrots. Top 14 free and a great price. It's interval time. Before we move on to the next category, now's your chance to go and refill your glasses, top up your nibbles and make a few more connections. So go, 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 and we'll be back with you in 15 minutes.
Welcome back, and we hope that your glass is full and you had a lovely break. Sadly, our glasses aren't full because we've got to wait until the end of the presentation. We'll enjoy it even more. Now, more medal winners. We are delighted to welcome Thomas Franks as sponsors for the best product in food service. It has once again been a difficult COVID-bestrewn year for food service, so we're very happy to be able to tell you that we have some excellent winners in what has been, for the last couple of years, a rather depleted category. We aim to raise the profile of free-from in the hospitality sector and encourage more companies to innovate and develop products for food service. This is a valuable opportunity for small independent companies to showcase their products alongside the larger catering companies to help step change the food service offer. In bronze, we had one vegan product. This isn't chicken plant-based goujons. These were very convincing vegan chicken pieces, so both egg and milk free, but the crumb did contain wheat. This is a great versatile option for food service, so we do hope that this will consider using a gluten-free breadcrumb mix, of which there are plenty around. The silver medal went to the amazing top 14 free Sleep Easy Hollandaise sauce. Goodness knows how they managed to make such a convincing Hollandaise without either milk or eggs. Rich, creamy, buttery, with a lovely hint of acidity from the lemon. And in gold, we had a fabulously useful food service product. White Rabbit's gluten and milk-free pizza bases. Perfect thickness and flavour. No one would ever know that they were gluten-free. Ideal for schools or for any catering situation in which they could be used for everyone, making the lives of both the caterers and those who will eat them so much easier. Tea time treats, always a popular category, with a varied entry this year from biscuits and cake bars to a donut and a celebration cake. Entries were rather light on the more traditional options, but probably because these products are now firmly established in free-from. However, that's not to say that a classic would not be well received. On the biscuit front, the classics are well catered for. And unlike in the early days, they really do mimic the main category alternatives exceptionally well, both visually and from a quality perspective. And it was really pleasing to see some also making milk-free claims. Judges noted a more innovative use of raw materials and felt that veganism and the desire for cleaner living will have been and continue to be a driving force behind this. They also observed just how many high-quality products are coming in at very reasonable prices now. So 6 bronzes, 2 real retro products. Wildcraft Bakery's gluten-free jam donuts, delicious, warm and oozing with jam. Lazy Day Foods chocolate cake bars, a latter-day Cadbury's mini roll, but gluten and milk and egg-free, and individually wrapped, so brilliant for allergic cake bar lovers. V-Taste shortbread from Morrison's, very good, simple, gluten, milk and egg-free shortbread. And 2 ginger biscuits, Tesco free-from ginger nuts, which are both gluten and milk-free, and the Lidl just-free ginger cookies, which are gluten-free. And then Nairn's fruit oat biscuit breaks, gluten-free and low sugar, and deliciously fruity. 4 silvers, giving Colin the caterpillar a run for his money, Asda's gluten-free Gretel the guinea pig, a lovely kids' celebration cake, great to have one that wasn't chocolate for once, and the judges were very taken with her party hat. We Love Cake, rip-roaring raspberry ripple slices, yummy gluten and milk-free treats with lots of both freeze-dried raspberries and raspberry jam, and again in individual twin packs, so excellent protection against contamination. More shortbread, this time mini Scottish shortbreads from Lazy Day Foods, gluten, milk and egg-free, and in a lovely gifting tin. More gluten-free low-sugar oat breaks from Nairn's, this time they're dark chocolate and mint, an unusual and surprisingly successful combination of flavours for a biscuit. Finally, 2 golds. Another excellent Lazy Day Foods product. Their gluten, milk and egg-free chocolate chip shortbread. Biscuit is crunchy, chocolate chips are both delicious and, just as important, plentiful. And for the second gold, a real classic favourite, Tesco free-from chocolate cornflake clusters, but these ones free of all top 14 allergens except soya, and just as irresistible as we all remember them. This year, desserts and puddings was mostly about ice creams. Over half the entries ticked this box, and within this there was a really good variety of form, flavour and free-from claims. From filled cones to tubs, it certainly helped us to envisage brighter and warmer days. Judges welcome seeing products that are catering for both the vegan and the free-from and allergic consumer. So we have 5 bronzes. The 2 top 14 free ice creams from Asda. Their deliciously creamy and salted caramel ice cream, and their chocolate ice cream. A bronze to Wicked Kitchen cookie dough, Sweet Ice Dream. This is a milk and egg free, so it is great to have a really good milk-free version of such an iconic flavour. However, it's not yet wheat-free. Hope it will be soon. A bronze also to the Co-op's milk and gluten-free chocolate sticks. These looked great and had a lovely crisp chocolate shell. And the outlier, Tesco's gluten and milk-free syrup sponge, just as sweet and fluffy as it ought to be. The 2 silvers. The first to the Co-op's free-from strawberry and vanilla cones, an excellent strawberry cornetto look-alike with a crispy gluten-free cone and the strawberry swirl carried right through the milk-free ice cream. The second silver goes to Mama Dolce banana and lime luxury ice cream, a top 14 free luxury coconut-based ice cream. The judges loved the sharpness of the lime, which balanced out the sweetness of the banana so well. And 2 golds, one to an ice cream, the other to an old-fashioned sundae. The ice cream gold goes also to Mama Dolce for their Coconilla luxury ice cream. Top 14 free again, it had beautiful texture and flavour and a wonderful fresh coconut taste, creamy yet light. The second gold goes to Wicked Kitchen for their Millionaire's Sundae. And congratulations to Wicked Kitchen for making this top 14 free product, given the complexity of its layers of biscuit and caramel sauce and very creamy and tasty chocolate mousse. Confectionery, sponsored for us by Unismac, a consistently popular category and another where the quality and breadth of entries has come a long way. And we're sure, given all the discussion around the table at the judging, that this will continue. This category can very broadly be split into large-scale retail and artisanal. This year, the more artisanal entries were pretty much all raw, so these were judged separately. In the last few years, there has been much development in replicating main category brand leaders, and the results of this focus were evident in the entries we received. There was also a nod to healthier options, and this is something we'd like to see develop further with the use of more natural ingredients. And we would urge potential entrants to remember that this category is not just about chocolate. Sweet confections are also really welcome, although it was exciting to see so many new takes on the chocolate-covered bar and button theme. So 4 bronzes. A bronze to Buja Buja honeycomb caramel chocolate truffles, lovely pure ingredients, and the honeycomb was crunchy and consistent from the first bite. And to Buttermilk, treat yourself better plant-powered honeycomb blast bar, an exact crunchy replica at an accessible price point, and gluten, milk and soya free, the stuff of dreams. A raw chocolate bar from Freedom Chocolate, dark coffee. This was top 14 free and used coconut sugar as a sweetener. It delivered an impressive flavour, punch, and had a rich and enticing aroma. And the final bronze, to Nomo's giant caramel sea salt choc buttons. These are top 14 free, have good snap upon biting, and a great flavour with just the right amount of salt coming through. And they are in a super useful resealable bag. 6 silvers. Nibble Simply Divinely Dark Madagascan Chocolate Chips. Great to see a single origin chocolate chip. Lovely clean ingredients, well tempered, melted smoothly and no bitter notes. Asda Extra Special Free From Salted Honeycomb and Raspberry Milk Chocolate Slab, which looked really great. The honeycomb was well distributed and crunched well, and the salt did come through very well. Nomo Caramel Egg and Bar, a really pretty top 14 free egg with a yummy soft caramel filled bar to go with it. Anyone would be delighted with this free stuff, whether they had allergens or not. And Push Orange Chocolate Buttons, top 14 free in a nice recyclable package, a good size and flavour, and clearly a quality orange oil. The fifth silver went to My Sweet Chickpea roasted chickpeas dipped in cappuccino and dark chocolate, a delightfully innovative snack, great coffee flavour and a lovely crunch on the chocolate coating. And the last silver for Raw Gorillas Choc Bar, a zesty raw orange chocolate, again a great flavour from the orange and tangerine oils, and sweetened only with carob and lucuma. Two golds, an old favourite with a new twist, Booja Booja's Chocolate Orange Truffles. Lovely orange flavour which evolved beautifully and enhanced with mandarin pieces. A high quality product with really pure ingredients. And for the second gold, Buttermilk Treat Yourself Better Plant Powered Caramel Nougat Bar, which is a fabulous free from Mars bar, just as rich and sweet and amazing as the original. All top 14 free, although it is made in a factory which handles nuts. A real innovation for the free from market. We were really pleased this year to welcome Nut Free Living Marketplace as sponsors for the Nut and Peanut Free Product of the Year. Genuinely nut-free products with no may contain warnings are relatively thin on the ground, so it was great to have so many and such a diverse selection of entries into this category. Considered products that had clearly placed inclusivity at the heart of their development. 3 bronzes. Lexi's plant-based protein double choc chip bar. This really fills that nut-free protein bar hole in the market. A good chewy filling bar. To Oat Avenue Granola Butter Original. Exciting to find a milk, nut and soya-free butter, including surprisingly crunchy toasted oats, and super versatile. The third bronze to Eunuch Brownie's Cereal Crunch Brownie. A delightful treat, outwardly crispy, inwardly gooey. And 2 silvers. The Happy Snack Company Roasted Chickpeas Chocolate. A great alternative to chocolate-covered nuts these. Ultra simple, high in fibre and protein, a real treat to eat, and come in 25g individual packs, ideal for lunchboxes. The other silver to the ever-popular peanut-free Wow Butter, a really convincing soya-based alternative to peanut butter. Super versatile, super nutritious, and all top 14 free apart from soya. And 2 golds. One went to Good For You Super Seed Salad Topper. It's almost impossible to find any seed mix that is free from nuts and sesame, so this is a great addition to the nut-free offer. Lots of interesting ingredients, tasty and crunchy and surprisingly low salt. Very versatile, as they'd work well as a snack on their own or as an addition to almost any food. The other gold went to Coco Libre Mini Slab Variety Pack. A fantastic product. Luxury nut-free chocolate is limited, so exciting to see some new flavours. This selection would appeal to the whole family and would make a great gift. Gifting, sponsored for us this year by Yumbles. As expected, entries were lighter this year as Christmas products will be entered into our Free From Christmas Awards. And we had a standalone category for Easter, so the focus here was on all year round gifting. And while seasonal ranges that address the gifting occasion have evolved enormously, the all-year-round offer remains a bit more limited. Whilst there'll always be the swift purchase to take around to your friends for coffee or a midweek supper, the more special occasions require consideration, with consumers actively seeking inspiration. Not surprisingly, given that gifting does often bring chocolate to most people's minds, this category was dominated by chocolate, which was never a bad thing. we know there are a lot of amazing non-chocolate gifts out there. So 2 bronzes. 1 to Tesco Finest Free From Triple Chocolate Cookies. A real gluten-free chocolate blast here, and a great gift to take if you're nipping round for a coffee. The second went to Frownies Brownies Personalised Birthday Brownie Slab. A perfect personalised gift and top 14 free. Seriously rich. A real treat if you like rich brownies. And just 1 silver, which also went to a Tesco Finest Biscuit. They're gluten-free dark chocolate ginger cookies. These look great, fully coated in shiny dark chocolate, which certainly placed them in the indulgent territory, as did those deliciously chewy ginger bits. These for coffee with a very special person. Then 2 golds. The first for Morrison's for their Free From Chocolate Collection salted caramel flavoured truffles. Judges appreciated the individual wrapping of each truffle and the delicious balance of chocolate and smooth salted caramel, all in a really attractive giftable box and at an amazingly reasonable price. The second gold goes to one of those amazing Booja Booja gift boxes, the Signature Collection. A brilliant selection of luxury flavours, each one up to or excelling Booja Booja's super high standards. And before we move on to the Innovation Award, here's one of our judges, Rebecca Smith, who many of you will know as Glutarama, telling us a bit about her contribution to the judging process and the value of the awards to the small business.
I was made first aware of the Free From Food Awards when I was a consumer looking for foods for my daughter that were safe for her as a celiac. I noticed that there was a yellow badge on some of the foods that I was buying from supermarkets, so I was naturally drawn to those foods. I'm looking at it from the point of view of not just a parent who is buying products for my daughter, but I'm also looking at it from the point of view of someone who is developing recipes as well. So one of my favourite awards to judge, the categories, is the innovation category. I find this is super exciting because I'm finding out about new products because I can't be out there. There's just one me. One of the areas that I'm really passionate about is small businesses. As a blogger, I like to encourage people to go out and find small businesses and support small businesses because at the end of the day, these are the guys that are coming up with the true innovation. They also have that personal touch, and quite often you find that the person behind the brand, the small brand, actually has an experience of free from themselves. In terms of innovation, I think that the smaller free from brands, you have so much flexibility at your fingertips, something that the bigger brands don't have. We are in a situation where we look at all these things in completely blind testing. So we could have a big brand like Tesco or Asda or Morrison's, and then we could have you alongside them, and we're testing your product, and we don't know who's who. One of the other things that you need to think about with the Free From Food Awards is the feedback. The feedback is gold dust. We have feedback coming from all the judges around the table. I tend to waffle on quite a lot. And the feedback is so useful to you as a small business. I think the feedback is super important, whether you're a big brand, a medium-sized brand, or a small brand, because then that is something that you can take away.
Thank you, Rebecca. The Innovation Award is sponsored for us by Nairns, who would be delighted to welcome as judges too, albeit coming from Scotland via Zoom thanks to COVID. Innovation comes in all shapes, sizes and flavours. We never really know what to expect, and it's this that makes this category such an exciting one. What is guaranteed though is a lively discussion. Innovation is crucial to the continuing success of any organisation, and within the freeform world this is disproportionately important, with new or significantly altered products potentially making a huge difference to the lives of the freeform and allergic consumer. Innovation can also mean different things to different people, and all our judges brought wonderfully varied perspectives to the table. We appreciated entries that were innovative, both in terms of replicating food and drinks popular in main category, but also of trying something new for freeform. We saw some tricky feats pulled off using new ingredients and different formats, and some exciting packaging styles too. When judging this category, we took into account the fact that R&D budgets vary enormously between the smaller and larger entrants. We have 4 bronze medals here. The first, Nudie Snacks, for their katsu curry cauliflower crisps. We all know cauliflower rice and cauliflower pizza bases, but who'd heard of cauliflower crisps? Really tasty with a great balance of spices. We Love Cake, caramelicious salted caramel and chocolate tart. Gluten and milk free, it looks dark, indulgent and inviting, and it really didn't disappoint. Nuge creamy almond paste, literally pureed almonds in a squeezy pouch. Nothing but almonds and super versatile to use in baking, in a sauce, in a Thai dish or in a dessert, even a smoothie, or just blended with water to make a milk alternative. Then another medal winner for buttermilk, Treat Yourself Better, plant-powered hot chocky bomb. How wonderful, a free-from version of a marshmallow-filled chocolate bomb. Made up with gluten-free oat milk, it was deliciously creamy and indulgent. 2 silvers, one for Soupology's pea and leek super cubes, literally large cubes of frozen and rather delicious soup in a bag. Fresh tasting, super clean ingredients, top 14 free, and so much more convenient and sustainable than a plastic tub. The second silver went to Moo Free Chocky Rocks Moo Freezers, another lookalike of a firm favourite. Judges loved their chocolate covering, crunchy texture and popcorn flavour, and the fact that they were milk, soya and gluten free. And 2 golds. Beautiful plant-based oat kefir, original. So exciting for those with milk allergies to finally have a kefir they can drink. And the judges loved it. Smooth, creamy consistency, pure clean ingredients, a balanced lactic taste, good on its own and perfect for adding to smoothies. And the second gold went to that Mars bar lookalike from Buttermilk, the Treat Yourself Better plant-powered caramel nougat bar. In no way did the judges feel this was a compromise on the original. Just as sweet, chewy and satisfying to eat. Quite an achievement. Almost totally free from. Sponsored for us by Creative Nature. This is the ultimate award for manufacturers who have gone above and beyond, creating foods that are free of all but one of our list of top 15 major allergens. These are the top 14 UK recognised allergens, plus peas and chickpeas, which are our own addition, and a major problem for a growing number of UK allergy reactors. Entries must be totally free from, either as an ingredient or as a may contain, 14 out of the 15 allergens on our list. This category is always really interesting, with perspectives being challenged by those living with multiple allergies. You really do realise just how much of a difference some of these products make. It isn't always about the most innovative, but those that provide access to a product that had previously been off limits. Even within this category, there were still many entries that some of our judges were unable to test. And our ambition for next year is for this year's sponsor, Julianne, to be able to test at least 50% of all entries. We had 2 bronzes here. The first was Push Orange Choc Buttons that won a silver in confectionery. The judges liked the 50% less sugar and the lively orange flavour. The second bronze went to Angelic Ginger Chocolate Chip Plant-Based Cookies. Judges were excited to see a top 14 free cookie, especially one with a real crunch. They also liked the unusual combination of chocolate chips with ginger. The silvers. The first to slightly different Thai red curry sauce. Given that this sauce is both top 14 free and low FODMAP, it packs an amazing flavour. It's hard to find nut-free sauces of any kind, and to get one which is so authentically Thai impressed our judges. The second silver went to Goodit's gluten-free Southern Fried Meal Kit. A really useful do-it-yourself product. It's really unusual to see a meal kit making gluten, milk, nut and sesame-free claims. It's top 14 free and also ambient, so can sit in the store cupboard until needed or taken away on holiday. And the third silver went to those Tesco free-from chocolate cornflake clusters. Great to see a free-from option of a main category favourite and free from all but soya. This is a great example of inclusivity in free-from. And just one gold for the Vokes free-from traditional pork pie, which is free from all of our listed allergens apart from soya. Traditional favourites such as a pork pie are not widely available, so it was a welcome sight on the judging table. And it was really excellent, both warm and cold. There was absolutely no compromise on either the texture or the flavour. A delicate pastry, lovely pork filling with no air gaps. This really was a delight to eat. Another new category this year to mark the very pleasing growth of speciality foods within the free-from area. A small but delightful category with judges loving moving from an artisan cheese to a chocolate spread within the one session. The story behind the product and its production are important elements here, and they really help our judges assess entries. We have 1 bronze, 1 silver and 1 gold. The bronze went to Tyne Cheese Marinara, an intriguing craft cheese with judges loving the texture and the colourful inclusions. It had a lovely flavour and would add real interest to any cheese board. The silver went to Yumsy's Yum Teller, indulgent hazelnut chocolate spread, a health positive version of a very naughty product. The judges couldn't believe that it had no added sugar, and they loved its crunchiness, both at room temperature and straight from the fridge. And the gold went to Artisan Biscuits, Miller's Toast, gluten-free cranberry and raisin. The wonderfully handcrafted look of these biscuits would enhance any cheese board. They have a delightful texture, combining crunch and chew with lots of seeds and fruit, and could easily be eaten by anyone, whether gluten-free or not.
Child and teen-friendly foods, sponsored for us by the Allergy Table. One of our favourite categories, and unique in that most of the feedback comes directly from children and teenagers, the market that the entries are created for. Last year, we changed the judging process so the category is not judged blind, and this allows us to collate feedback on the full end-to-end consumer experience from shop to plate, which so much enriches the insights. Our judging families now buy the products themselves and evaluate them on a raft of criteria not limited to but including taste and ingredients, design and on-pack messaging, availability, sustainability, price and more. Children, especially those frequently managing multiple food allergies, are food aware, nutritionally conscious, and often have surprisingly sophisticated tastes, so any entry here has to be the full package. Our junior judges are extremely honest, our harshest critics. Their feedback is raw, unfiltered, and often amusing, providing very different perspectives on each product. We have 7 bronzes here. Asda free-from chicken nuggets, very inclusive, milk, egg, soya and wheat-free, and with nice bright packaging. 2 excellent takes on a frazzle, Tesco free-from bacon rashers and Crave smoky bacon flavoured streakers, whose packaging found particular favour with the children. Lexi's crispy marshmallow bliss, which went down very well not only because they tasted yummy and looked fun, but because they mimic the Kellogg's version that the children have seen their friends eating. Asda free-from fish bubble bites. The children loved the texture of the coating and found them more interesting than a standard fish finger. And Moo Free's white chocolate buttons, which were popular for being so inclusive, and again because the kids loved the packaging. And finally, an outlier, Cookie's freeze-dried mango, also in really cool packaging, and popular as it is hard to find crunchy, crisp mango without any may contain warnings. 4 silvers. Tesco crunchy, crispy, free-from waffle cones that have already won gold in grocery. Nomo giant creamy choc buttons. Everyone liked the unusual shape and the texture of the chocolate. They also loved the fact that it was a resealable sharing bag for enjoying with both allergic and non-allergic friends. Tesco Free From Surprise Cupcake Kit, easy to make with vegan and non-vegan recipe options, both of which worked well. Great for baking with kids, for school bake sales and parties, and everyone can enjoy the cakes and their very surprising surprise insides. And the Get Buzzing Nut-Free Wow Butter Bar. The judges love the fact that these bars are nut-free and an alternative to a protein bar, a great product for the older teens. And then 4 golds, 2 savoury and 2 sweet. Nomo chocolate lollies. Sometimes the simple things are the best. There was universal praise for these. Even the teens enjoyed them, and parents loved to hand them out at parties or throw them into party bags. Asda Free From 4 southern fried chicken steaks. Lovely crisp crumb, packed with flavour, and the chicken was tender and good quality. Creative Nature super salted caramel Norbles, a fantastic treat for the whole family, and school safe, a huge bonus. And to Vokes Free From sausage roll, which contains just egg. It looks and tastes great and is good hot as it is cold, making it hugely useful for picnics or school lunches, and you would never know it was free from. Best packaging for a free from product, sponsored for us this year by SGS Analytics UK. Getting packaging right for free from products has never been easy, given that everything has to be taken into account, not least the prevention of cross-contamination. And sustainability is such an important issue that ticking all the recyclability boxes can be a real challenge. So while we did have some good entries, the judges did not feel that any of them quite reached the gold standard. So they awarded 1 bronze medal and 2 silvers. The bronze went to Bay's Kitchen for their mild korma stir-in sauce, a lovely sensory textured label on a simple glass jar, and plenty of space given to the essential free-from information. And 1 silver went to Asda for their extra special free-from Easter egg collection. This was an all-cardboard creation, with the insert cleverly holding the eggs in place and away from the reinforced outside of the box, ensuring less chance of damage. A fully recyclable pack, and bold given that the standard for packaging Easter eggs is hard plastic shell. The design fits well with the extra special range, with the on-pack image identical to the size of the actual eggs. The other silver went to Nairns, their joyous, colourful on-pack imagery with lots of clear and easy-to-read information really cheered and reassured the judges. They liked the 4 individually wrapped blueberry and raspberry chunky oat biscuit breaks, inside an easy-to-open cardboard box, and everything being recyclable. Best labelling for a free-from product, sponsored for us by Nutraceuticals Group Europe. If packaging is difficult to get right for a free-from product, labelling is almost impossible. Despite the best efforts of the regulators to simplify them, labelling regulations are complicated and sometimes self-contradictory. Added to this is the general confusion around precautionary allergen labelling and may contain claims, the hazards around making any sort of health claim, a minefield of its own, and the fact that not all local trading standards authorities agree on the interpretation of free-from regulations. Yet, accurate labelling is absolutely crucial for keeping allergic consumers safe. Bearing all of that in mind, the judges decided this year to award a gold medal to Tesco for 2 free-from cake kits, Lemon Drizzle Cake Kit and the Surprise Cupcake Kit. The judges could not fault the labelling on either, especially the claim for milk-free rather than dairy-free. The designers have filled the generous box space cleverly, with a nice clear font and large text, helpfully including both vegan and non-vegan recipe options. Sponsored for us again this year by Digital Gen. Digital presence in the awards book involves a company's website and their social media activity. The website for giving basic but vital information about their products, their social media activity for up-to-date news and generating engagement with their customers. As we are all aware, keeping up to date with both is a full-time job, so it is not surprising that many companies, especially small companies where time and staff numbers are often in short supply, struggle to keep up. This year's Best Digital Presence Award goes to the Allergy and Free From show. Judges felt that the show's site really manages to convey the exciting buzz of the live events while offering clear and easy to navigate information about the shows and all who are involved in them. They also felt that the Allergy show really got it about allergy, which was very reassuring, champions of the Free From community. And we look forward, now that life has somewhat returned to normal, to an increase in their engagement with their loyal consumer following and what they will produce for the Free From and allergic consumer over the coming months, notably at the London edition of their very popular show in July. You will all remember the moment back in 2008 when Free From made its first giant leap for humankind. But this wasn't a small step for man. It was the result of hours and hours of hard work and grind for Lucinda Bruce Gardine, founder of Genius Gluten Free, chatting here to Michelle.
Lucinda, welcome. That first giant step, that was amazing. Had you any idea at that point what a difference it was going to make to the Free From market?
Well, I knew it was going to make a great difference to consumers. And we knew there were lots of potential consumers out there, but we didn't know quite how many. And it was really after we launched that it became apparent that there was this deep, deep need from people who hadn't been able to eat bread really for, decades, who could suddenly now have a sandwich. Their children weren't being bullied because their packed lunch looked like their friends. And it was at that moment that we realised that we really had hit upon something that was really, really important. And it was up to us to try and cater to that need, which was not an easy thing, actually, because of the challenges around making great gluten-free products.
In the kind of broader Free From, are there areas that you still think need attention where there's really lacking a Free From offer?
It's just wonderful scrolling through your finalists after the latest round of judging, to see just the diverse range of products now on the market. There was one artisanal sort of mould encrusted cheese. I can't remember what the name of it was. You probably remember, but I just think, wow, that is so exciting. Taking dairy-free cheese into that artisanal sort of French authentic, place, I think again just opens a whole world for people who have really struggled to eat that staple food. I'm just so delighted to see the normalizing and the democratizing of food on the go, food service, healthy prepared food as well. That is very, very exciting. I think it's so impressive, Michelle and Cresta, that you have been, spearheading the importance of Free From, and you've been incredibly supportive to many, many passionate innovators and companies who've been trying to join the band of merry Free Frommers. It's been an absolute privilege. It really has been a privilege working in Free From in an area that's so purposeful. It's so fulfilling knowing that actually you are, in this world, we are actually making a difference to people in a really tangible way. And there's nothing more fulfilling, really. I don't think that I could have been doing all this time.
Open to young companies, the startup category, sponsored by Tesco, is designed to encourage and hopefully make a real difference to a manufacturer, poised to accelerate their Free From growth, using the prize of a year's mentoring from the Tesco Free From team. After much deliberation, we are delighted to award the Startup of the Year to Good It's Gluten Free for their ambient meal kits. The founder, Andrew Daly's story is pretty incredible. Developing a product range and a brand identity during a pandemic, and all whilst dealing with other personal challenges, is both impressive and inspiring. But it wasn't just this that surprised the judges. The product sparked an interest too. The market for ambient meal kits is small, but is growing fast, and the options in the Free From space are limited. On top of this, it's very hard to develop Asian-inspired options with such impressive allergen-free credentials. There was so much here that inspired and intrigued judges, which combined perfectly with the opportunity to aid the brand's evolution to realise its full potential. Best Independent Brand of the Year. As you may remember, the winners of this category are decided by how many medals have been won by each brand in all of the food categories. We also divide the category into large, well-established brands and small, often family-run businesses. So we'd like to announce that with 2 gold wins, 1 silver win and 1 bronze win, our best small independent brand of the year is Vokes Free From, for their delicious free-from pork pies, pasties and sausage rolls. And it's thrilling to see the free-from arm of Vokes Pies move from strength to strength through the years. And with 2 gold wins, 3 silver wins and 3 bronze wins, our best large independent brand of the year is Nomo, for all of their gluten-free, milk-free, soya-free and totally delicious nut-safe chocolates. A stunning evolution from their trusted brand Kinnerton to a range of all age-inclusive, attractively packaged products. Moving on from the independents to the retailers, such are crucial players in the free-from market in the UK, and our Retailer of the Year award, sponsored for us, as always, we're delighted to say, by Oakland International. For the first time this year, we are celebrating not only the major retailers, but convenience retailers. And we're delighted to give our first Convenience Retailer of the Year award to the Co-op, who offer an excellent and ever-growing range of free-from products in their 2,500 odd stores across the UK. The Retailer of the Year award is determined by how many points, 1 for a finalist, 2 for bronze, 3 for silver and 4 for gold, each retailer got as they worked their way through the categories. And this year, as it has been for the last 5 years, it was an extremely closely fought battle between Asda and Tesco, with only 1 point finally separating the two. What really shone from Asda was the quality of their staple items and their prices. There was huge praise from the judges for Asda's focus on price and for their success in aligning everyday free-from essentials with their mainstream counterparts. With the rising cost of living making life even harder for free-from families, this really does make a huge difference. And the convenience of being able to make just 1 dish for the whole family is a boon to parents who find themselves not only short of cash, but short of time. While the Tesco entry was not as focused on staples, they included a number of innovative products which are hugely welcome and much sought after. Waffle cones, chocolate cornflake clusters, surprise cupcake kit, cheddar cheese twists. The judges also loved the potential for free-from in the Wicked Kitchen range. Cool, on message, excellent quality. Although as yet not all of the range is fully free-from, their top 14 free Millionaire's Sundae, almost totally free from spinach and wine garlic ravioli, and the fruity blackcurrant flavour choc egg with no nut warning hopefully point the direction in which this brand is heading. So much praise for both supermarkets, but in the end, as those of you who have been totting up as we went through the categories will probably already have guessed, the Retailer of the Year went by a single point to Tesco.
Sponsored by Natasha's Allergy Research Foundation, the Free-From Hero Award recognises people doing extraordinary things in the free-from community. Heroes include bloggers, school cooks, campaigners, community cafes, those seeking to change laws and save lives, allergen training teachers, new product developers and dedicated free-from food companies. The award is an opportunity for the public to acknowledge their own heroes. And after receiving hundreds of nominations during March, we took your nominees to our judging panel. And if you thought judging the other categories was hard, this category is almost impossible to critique as every single nominee is achieving heroics in their own field. However, after deliberation and investigation, We chose to crown someone who has dedicated much of their time and energy over the last 11 years to improving the lives of parents and children with allergies, and to opening a weekly space for exploring many different allergy themes. We're delighted to let you know that our Free From Hero 2022 is the author of My Family and Food Allergies, the marvellous Alexa Barakaya. And so, to our products of the year, chosen from all the gold winners of all food and drink categories and sponsored for us this year by IFE, the International Food and Drink event. We had some excellent contenders for Free From Drink Product of the Year across the wide variety of drinks entered this year. In alphabetical order, the possibilities are Bax Botanics Sea Buckthorn Alcohol-Free Spirit, a delicious and inclusive botanical drink, top 14 free, sugar-free and zero alcohol. Belfield Brewery Daft Days Porter, an outstanding example of a porter, perfectly balanced and a joy to drink. Dam Brewery Free Dam Non-Alcoholic Lager, a clean, refreshing lager with a restrained bitterness, and a really exciting to see such a well-executed beer that's gluten-free, lactose-free and 0%. So Good Kombucha Taster Pack, an impressive range of distinctive, well-made products, a perfect introduction to the live fermented drink. And 3 Spirit Starter Pack, an innovative range of botanical drinks with different functional benefits that can be mixed or drunk neat, and all top 14 free. And the Free From Drink Product of the Year 2022 is Dam Brewery Free Dam Non-Alcoholic Lager. We had no less than 9 contenders for the Free From Food Product of the Year, which gives you some indication of how good the overall quality of our entries was. As does Free From White Rolls and their Free From Tikka Masala Sauce, both useful staple products, both top 14 free, and both a very good price. Both of Biotiful's gold-winning oat kefirs, exciting innovation, really filling a gap in the market, and delicious. Buttermilk's amazing Mars Bar lookalike, their Treat Yourself Better plant-powered caramel nougat bar, just as rich, sweet and amazing as the original, but gluten and milk-free. Mama Dolce Coconilla luxury ice cream, such a beautiful ice cream, top 14 free but with near perfect texture and flavour, creamy yet light. She's melting, cheesy spring onion and garlic bake, smells fabulous, and what a treat for milk allergics who never thought they'd be able to dip into a runny, yummy melting cheese again. Those delicious, crispy Tesco waffle cones, invaluable for the parents of allergic children and a delicious eat for anyone. VioLife VioBlock with sea salt, a useful free-from product thanks to its versatility. It can be used as a butter, in baking and for frying. Its excellent free-from credentials, top 14 free, its reasonable price, and the fact that it tasted so like butter. And lastly, the White Rabbit free-from pizza base for food service, again top 14 free, and what a boon for schools or any mass catering situation. After much discussion, the judges decided, given that the cost of living is escalating alarmingly, and a special issue for those on free-from diets because they already are often paying a premium for food, to celebrate a product that is innovative, useful, versatile, inclusive, and at a reasonable price. The winner of the Free From Food Product of the Year 2022 is the VioLife VioBlock. And that, folks, is the end. Many, many congratulations to all winners tonight. You can find all the reflections on category entries mentioned here tonight on the winners page on our website that has just gone live, along with a summary of the judges' thoughts about each medalist. Please stay with us and enjoy the rest of the evening. Make connections, and please remember to talk about your wins on social media, your involvement in the awards, and share your logos wherever possible. remember to drop us an email requesting your feedback. We hope you all have wonderful and warm recuperative summers and look forward to welcoming you back to the Free From Christmas Awards. Many thanks and good night.